information. So good evening, everyone. My name is Nina Moore, and again, I am honored to be here with you this evening. I am here to share with you something that was incredible to me once I finally gave it my full attention. So I want you to know that you're on this call because someone may have invited you, or maybe you saw this link posted somewhere, but you're now privileged to hear some information that, if you allow it, could very well change your life. So I want you to know that I'm a regular average person just like you. I am a wife of one husband, the mother of four children, a 37-year-old, a 32-year-old, a 26-year-old, and an 11-year-old, the grandma of two, and a dog mom. I am a former cosmetologist. 27 years I slaved behind that chair, and I was able to retire myself January of 2015 because of a principle or a system that I'm going to be explaining to you this evening. And I was also able to retire my husband October the 30th of 2021. I think I'm going to say that again because you know what? Out of all of the accomplishments that I've had throughout my years of experience and my years in this industry, not just being able to retire myself, but being able to retire my husband, I believe is one of my biggest, greatest accomplishments. Now, I don't know what you may be on this call for. I don't know if you are excited about hearing about the product. I don't know if you're excited about hearing some of the testimonies that you're going to hear. I don't know what may have brought you here, but I want you to know this. I'm really just a girl from the hood. I made some mistakes in life. I had a baby at 15. My first marriage ended in divorce. I was working multiple long hours, and at the end of the month, I still had a lot more month left than money. Is there anybody on this call that has experienced having a lot more month left than money? You see, when this industry found me in 2008, it threw me a lifeline that I didn't even know that I needed. And I want some of y'all to catch that. See, I didn't realize how bad I was sinking into the quicksand. I didn't realize how bad I couldn't breathe because I was suffocating with debt. As I was going through a divorce, I didn't feel good about myself. Right? I didn't think that life was worth living. And I was so grateful that someone invited me to a meeting. Now, the meeting that they invited me to, I had to actually leave the house to go to. I had to get a little bit uncomfortable. But many of you are able to watch this call right now from the comforts of your own home, from the comforts of your cell phone. Maybe you're sitting in your car. I don't know. But I want you to know that whoever or whatever brought you here, it is not by accident. It is not by accident that in 2008 I heard a story that changed my life. Now, I don't know if I should really go further. I don't really know if I should give you the information that I'm going to give you, because there's one thing that changed my life. And I don't know if this is something that many of you want to hear tonight. You let me know. But there's one thing that changed my life. And by the end of this call, you're going to be able to hear that. But I want to know how many of you are ready to give yourself a raise without having to ask your boss. If you're ready to give yourself a raise without asking your boss, say me in the comments. Now, I'm here because I'm ready to help people not have to pray for money anymore. Now, Pastor Sean, I don't know if that resonates with you or not, but I know that I am ready to put people in a position to not have to pray about money anymore. My goal is to help people finally earn what they are worth. And if you believe that you're in a space of your life where you deserve what you're worth, that you deserve to earn what you're worth, say me in the comments. I am here to help people live pain-free and cane-free. I'm going to say that one more time. I am here tonight because I want to help people live cane-free and pain-free. I want to help people have a quality of life, have their dignity, independence, and their freedom back. Now, guess what? Freedom could be financial freedom. It could be physical freedom. You choose. But I say, why have to choose when you can have them both? So enough about me. I've had much success, massive success, where I've earned multiple millions of dollars. But none of that is important to me. It's not as important as the fact that I helped Marguerite Boyd Faison pay her mortgage off in full 6 years early. See, none of my success really matters to me, but when I look at somebody like a Sean Tyrone Bell, who actually works a full-time job, but was able to earn an extra six figures while working a full-time job. You see, that's the stories that make sense to me. When I think about a Sally Isaac, who told me, well, Mrs. Moore, this is the most money I've ever earned in the industry of network marketing. I got a comma check. See, those are the stories and the things that we are after. So we now have an opportunity to show you and to share with you a simple system of we share information with other people and we put ourselves in position to actually earn income from the information that we share. Could you be excited about that? And if you could get excited about that, let me see you drop a 7 in the comments that we now can help people maximize and optimize their life, their health, and their wellness, all with a simple system and plan. Welcome to the business plan of Superpatch, where we're going to now share with you a life-changing, revolutionary opportunity to unlock human potential through unrivaled technology. Well, our CEO, Mr. Jay Dollywall, says that he's here to build something generational that will transform the world because anything else is a waste of time. Let me share something about Mr. Dollywall. See, I know that this is a purpose, passion, mission, because Mr. Dollywall spent 17 years of his life and $40 million of his own money to help save his mama. You see, because his mother was diagnosed with MS. And after being diagnosed with MS and spending 20 years on medicines, not having a breakthrough, he got tired of watching his mama struggle. Is there anybody on this Zoom that loves their mama? I just want to see it. And maybe your mom is no longer with us. Is there anyone that would have spent $40 million of their own money to find a cure if that was possible, to find a way to help their mother if it was possible? Say me in the comments if that is you. Because disruptive technology has always changed the world. And guess what, right now? It always will. Because what we're doing, Dr. Jameson, is we're solving the biggest problems. And by solving the biggest problems, we create the biggest opportunity. Well, let's talk about our really big global wellness problems. Now, these are not all of them. These are just a few. I want you to look at this list and I want you to put it in the comments. Do you or anyone you know struggle or suffer with anything that you see on the screen? Because poor sleep, 6 billion people in the world are dealing with poor sleep. I want you to look at these numbers. 2 billion. Y'all, we're not talking about 100,000. We're not talking about 1 million. But look at the billions of people that have poor mobility, aches and pains, mood issues. Do you know someone or are you dealing with any of these things? We want you to write it in the comments. Go ahead. Now, these are what the world says are the current wellness solutions. Well, just change your diet. Just use some supplements. Well, why don't you just exercise? Have you tried telling a person who can barely move their legs that they should just exercise? Well, what about just drugs? Just Peggy, they say just take more meds. Just, you know what? As a matter of fact, right now, we hear the doctors say, and we're not here to bash doctors, but we hear them say, well, there's nothing else that we can do for you. We can just continue giving you prescriptions. Anybody ever heard that one? Well, what about just use caffeine? Well, what about just use more supplements? Well, maybe you should just go to therapy. Well, how about surgery, which is generally always the number one option for more people. Now, let me see if I can turn this, let me try to turn this annotation off because somebody's drawing on our screen. Give me 1 second, y'all, and let me see if we can disable this. I don't want you guys to have any distractions, so we want to make sure that we get this cleaned up. All right, we've disabled it. All right, awesome. So now we know that the world's solutions come with challenges, come with risks, right? And these are the world's current solutions. Here's what the world says. Well, we know that our solutions come with side effects. And that's a big one, y'all. That's a big one. My daughter and I were watching a show called Doc the other day. And while watching that show, a commercial came on, y'all, for medicine. And I was mad because I didn't grab my phone to record it fast enough and I couldn't rewind the commercial. But I listened to the majority of the commercial actually talked more about the side effects, and the majority of the commercial talked about death and seizures and blindness and kidney failure and liver disease and lung disease and blindness. And I was sitting there as I started to think about what in the world are we doing to our people when this is the solution to their wellness problem? Well, just change your lifestyle. Right? Invasive. When people already don't have time, they lack time. But here's what people really want. And how do we know? Because our CEO actually interviewed some people. Our CEO actually did a survey. And the survey said that this is what people really want. Here's what I need from you all that are on this live with us right now, or maybe you're watching a replay. I need you to write in the comments, what is it that you really want and need out of a supplement? Do you want a supplement that requires no lifestyle change? Do you want a supplement that's non-invasive? Do you want a supplement that's no contraindications? Meaning I don't have to worry about using multiple patches and any contraindications. I don't have to worry about that because there are no ingredients, right? Are you looking for something that's easy to use? Maybe you're looking for something that's safe for you, your children, and your mama, and your daddy, and your cousins, and everybody in between. Maybe you're looking for something that's quick and effective that has been tested. What is it that you're looking for? I want you to write that answer in the comments. Because what I was looking for was, I don't want to have to change my lifestyle. I don't want something that's going to cost me thousands of dollars. I don't want something that I got to worry about when I'm going on a trip. Is it going to spill? Can I take it into a country? No, I didn't want any of those things. But what I realized is in order to have what I want, is there needs to be a new approach and that there really needs to be a breakthrough. And because of that, we introduce you to Superpatch. Now, many of you have seen all over the internet, you're watching all of our videos and you're saying, what is it? How is this working so fast? There's no way. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are times that I am patching people and I too am saying to myself, there's no way. I am almost in disbelief as well. But what I'm going to do for you is, because I'm not a scientist, right? I am not a doctor, and you don't have to be either. I'm going to show you how simple this is to share information with other people. And what I'm going to do before we go ahead and describe all of these patches is I'm going to share with you a 5-minute video, right? And all you've got to do is do the same thing. We're going to share this 5-minute video with you all, and then we're going to come back. We're going to put that presentation back up. But here we go. I want you to pay attention, take notes, do not check out, don't scroll on social media. This is the time right now for you to pay attention because this video is going to explain VTT technology and Superpatch in totality. Let's watch it together.
On average, it covers about 21 square feet. Bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Superpatch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secrets of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Superpatch company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Superpatch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs in our mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. But these networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like illness, stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, the Superpatch company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each Superpatch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the U.S. economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Superpatch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Superpatch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free. No ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active. It's even better to be proactive. The Superpatch, backed by research, proven by science.
Ladies and gentlemen, every single time I watch that 5-minute video, I get excited all the more. So I don't know about you all, but maybe in the comments, what I would like for you to do, especially for those that are our guests, because you are our real VIPs. And let us know if you're a guest on the line. Let us know in the comments and let us know who invited you. But I want to know, what is your biggest takeaway from that video? Did you learn something? Maybe there was a more insight, right, Jack, that was given. Let us know in the comments if that video, or if you felt that that video was impactful and insightful for you. Because for me, I know that it's a game changer for me. And it helped me to understand what Super Patch is and how they work. And what helps me understand it even the better is this: when I go in the kitchen and I'm cooking in the kitchen and that stove is hot, if my hand hits the hot stove, guess what happens? My brain sends a signal to my fingers to tell me to move my fingers or I'm going to get burned. That is the same way we want you to think about these patches. And once the patch, which each one of them has a different print on them, which looks like fingerprints, right? It looks like a fingerprint. We call it the Braille code for your brain. This print speaks a language that only your brain and your body understand. I'm going to say that one more time. You should write that down. Our patches and each individual print speaks a language that only your brain and your body understand. So let's look at the patches that we have, and we're gonna have we've got Anita Brown, one of our brand new reps. She just went senior associate. She's gonna be giving us a testimony tonight, and she's a registered nurse. And then we have our very own Dr. Nicole Bramwell that will be coming to speak in just a moment. Let's go through these patches really, really quickly, and I need you to write down what each of them will do for you so that you'll have a better understanding about the patches. All right, you can wear multiple patches all at one time because there are no contraindications. Each pack of patches is a 1 month supply, and you will wear each patch for 24 hours. And I mean, I do know some people that say they wear them until they fall off. That's your business. All right. I'm just going to tell you how we're supposed to wear them. All right. So the Liberty Patch. The Liberty Patch is our foundational patch. It is the patch that I believe everybody needs. The Liberty Patch will give you more stability, more strength, more balance, reduced inflammation, better range of motion, faster recovery, and higher neurological homeostasis, which simply means it will put your body in total balance. That is why we love the Liberty Patch. It is the first patch that was designed by our CEO and founder, Mr. Jay Dollywall, for his mom, who was diagnosed with MS. It is the foundational patch, which pairs well with Victory. Our Victory Patch and our Liberty Patch are very similar, but the Victory Patch will give you enhanced athletic performance, more power, more strength, more balance and stability, enhanced stamina, more agility, enhanced neural function, reducing inflammation, better range of motion, enhanced neuropathy relief, and faster recovery. So, can you wear them together? Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You can wear all of our patches together. Now, what I like to call is the three that I call the trio, or I like to call it the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? That's just me, y'all, is the Freedom Patch. Freedom will give you relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints from exercise, chores, and daily activities. What I love about those three patches is I just believe the Liberty Patch helps your body be a lot more receptive of all of the other patches. And I like to say that once you put multiple patches on together, it's like it wakes your brain up. All right. That's what I like to say, because you feel like all of a sudden your brain is awake. We've got our REM patch, which will help you with better sleep, all the benefits of better sleep, like losing weight, right? Like feeling refreshed and being more clear. So that REM patch is going to put your body into that third realm of sleep, which is REM sleep, which is where you are in fat burning mode. It is when you're your most creative. It's when your body is healing itself. All right. That is when your body is healing itself in that REM realm of sleep. Well, then you've got the Kick It patch, which is going to help you to overcome bad habits and fight cravings. bad habits, caffeine addiction, right? Other addictions, nicotine addiction, all of those kinds of things. Maybe if you're a procrastinator, right? Or if you're somebody who's been on medication for a very long time, then perhaps you want to wear the kick it patch to help you to get over that habit of the addiction or the that you have been on with pills for long term, right? Then we've got the Ignite patch, which is my friend, especially because I'm a woman of a certain age, over 50. That Ignite patch is going to help you to burn up to 500 calories at a resting state. Talk about a gift for the body. 500 calories, ladies and gentlemen, at a resting state. Is there anybody that's listening right now that wouldn't mind burning an extra up to 500 calories all while at a resting state? We've got our Defend patch, which is actually one of my favorites. Defend is going to help you boost your immune system. It's also going to help you with allergies. It's going to help you with enhanced blood flow and faster recovery. One of my favorites. The Peace patch. I call that the peace that passes all understanding. It is also a very great patch. It's one of my favorites. Peace is going to help you with managing and reducing your stress, giving you immediate calmness, but also calming the nerves. It is another patch that I believe is going to help your body to be more receptive to all of the benefits of the other patches. Our Joy patch is going to help you feel naturally happy and overjoyed with happiness and optimism. And then we've got, it's going to help you have a positive attitude. So if you know a negative Nancy, go ahead and just plop that patch on her. Maybe you could just give her a hug and she doesn't even have to know that she has it on, right? Or he has it on. Then we've got our focus patch, which is going to do exactly that, enhancing your focus, your clarity, and enhancing your memory. The Lumi patch is going to help you with radiant and glowing skin, complexion from the inside out, natural biophotonic activation. Then we've got our rocket patch. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I hear the rocket patch is saving marriages, okay? It will help you to reclaim your energy, your stamina, and your bedroom passion. All right? Now, under 40 years old, you should see results in 3 days or so. 40 to 50-year-olds, you're going to see results or feel results in up to 2 weeks. 50 years and older, results in 3 weeks. And yes, women can also use the rocket patch, and we actually suggest that you do. Ladies, if you're in that midlife crises, rocket, ignite, and peace patches are going to be your friend. And if you're not sleeping well, then you need to add REM to the bunch. All right. Then we've got our boost patch, which is our clean energy. Boost is going to give you pure energy, no crashing, no caffeine, and no sugar. And then our flow patch, which will be out on the market. We tested it in June and July, and we hear that sometime in the new year, flow patch will be back on the market, which will help with memory and cognitive balance. Again, memory and cognitive balance. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead over to, we're going to go down south a little further into Georgia, and we're going to go and bring up our very own Anita Brown. Let me see. I'm going to make her a co-host so that she can actually unmute her line. She has an amazing, amazing testimony. She's only been on the patches for just about a week or so. I think it's been about a week now, Anita, a week and maybe a day or so. So let's add your pin here. Anita Brown, talk to us what's going on. Tell us what's going on with you.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I'm clapping with everybody else. I'm clapping it up. You know, I tell you, these patches, and I'm showing this because this is my victory sign too. So I got victory and I got freedom on. So I'm telling you, it has been a week. What I must say, first of all, thank you so much, Miss Moore, for the opportunity of just allowing these patches to be placed on my body. You just don't know. By profession, I'm actually a registered nurse for over 35 years. So, hey, I've been taking care of patients and taking care of myself. With histories of autoimmune arthritis issues, the rheumatoid arthritis, especially for my hands. For those that was here in Atlanta, saw immediately, I felt like just a relax, not just from my hands, but from head to toe. It has been a week. I will say this, and I'm not paid to say this. This is my experience. my personal quality of life has increased by 85% in 1 week. Let me repeat that. My quality of life. My family, matter of fact, my roommate, she just passed me. She says, listen, I turned around and you look, half of you, half of you is gone from where you were before. And I'm moving faster. I'm going up and down, living in a townhouse, going up and down the steps, not holding on to the rails, but I'm just going up, down these stairs. I tell you, so I'm telling every person about it. Increased in just stamina. I am getting better sleep. Things are moving well with digestion. I'm telling you, this is overall head to toe. All I can say is definitely, if you are a guest here for the first time, someone cared enough about you, just to say, listen, just put the patch on. All I got to say is just put the patch on. Anybody with skin, put the patch on. Or back to you.
How's your pain level? Because when you came to our meeting just a week ago, your pain level was above a 10. What's your pain level? How are you feeling these days with your pain?
Pain, man.
Oh,
Well, first of all, let me say this: for a person that has lived in chronic pain, you can live in a state of being 10 and keep smiling. You put the smile on your face and you keep it moving. Now, ladies know what I'm talking about because we just our superpower. But I don't know if I had to put a number on it, 0, 1. I mean, I'm waking up. Before I used to wake up in the morning stiff. Man, I'm waking up. I was kicking my feet on the side of the bed. And matter of fact, I had a total knee replacement. Not even forgot all about that, man. I rolled out the bed, got on my knees and prayed. And I said, wait a minute, I'm on my knees without a pillow. I normally put a pillow because the pain. Anybody who had knee replacements, you know exactly what I'm talking about, that sensitive area. So all I can say is my life is totally changed. And I'm ready to share this with everybody that passes me by and don't pass me by. I'm going to stop them and I'm going to let them know about this. So it's been life changing. Thank you so much.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, y'all. We can't make this up. There are several people that are on this call right now that had a chance to see Anita Brown just a 1 week ago. Denise Shows, Nichelle Evans, Tosuna, Tedra Gordon. There are so many people that are on this call right now. Melissa, Janet Reese, Tima, all of you were in the room when Anita came into that room, y'all, and she could barely walk up to the stage. To see her now and to see that she's a totally different person. And I'm gonna give you the patches that we use. Oh, Nikki Wood. Nikki was in the room too. We use Defend. We use the Defend patch. We use the Liberty patch. We use the Victory patch. We use the Peace patch and the Freedom patch. All right. So for those that wanted to know, well, what patches did she use? She used Defend for blood flow. We use Liberty, Freedom, Peace, and Victory. All right. And Victory. Okay, everybody? All right. So what a testimony. I can't wait to see her 30 days from now, right? When she's been on the product, on the patches, because within 2 days, when Anita Brown came back to the house here to get a few more patches to hold her over until her order came, her left knee, which is the knee that she had the surgery on, y'all, it was tremendously, the swelling went down tremendously in just 2 days. So Saturday, she wore her patches for the first time. She kept them patches on till they fell off. She took showers in them, everything, y'all. And when she came here to the house on that following Tuesday to get more patches, her swelling was down tremendously. All of the inflammation and the swelling in that left knee was way down. It wasn't all the way gone, but it was way down. So that's why I said, if you just keep wearing the patches, you will continue to see results. You will continue to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And she just crossed senior associate, which is one of our first ranks in the business. Y'all give it up for Anita Brown. All right, so now we're going to go down to Apopka, Florida, and I'm going to bring to the line my dear friend and business partner, somebody that I have a lot of respect for. Anybody, I was not a really great test taker or a student in school. I was smart, but I just didn't like school. Anybody that can go to school for their medical degree, I have a high level of respect for, right? But Dr. Bramwell has multiple degrees, right? Multiple degrees. She studied in a lot of different areas. She believes in holistic healing. And I've watched you go from all different spectrums of your business. You went from specializing in weight loss, and although you do that very, very well, and you really help people with diabetes control and eradicating diabetes, now I'm watching you just give people their life back in totality. And I remember when I sent you the video, Dr. Bramwell, I know for a fact that had you not responded the way that you did, I would not have given this a second thought. Had you not responded the way that you did, I would not have taken that trip to Canada to see Jay Dollywall and put my eyes on him and find out why he created this patch. And, was this something that we could really put our name on the line for? Your influence and your impact to the world, your license, who you are. Could we really put all of that on the line? And you told me get these patches right away. So, Dr. Bramwell, we just need your expertise. Why Super Patch? Why are you so in love with these patches? Why did you even need another stream of income? If you could answer all of those questions, the floor is yours.
Oh my goodness, that's loaded, loaded, loaded. So I'm gonna try to do that as quick as possible. And definitely with Anita, I cannot overtalk that at all. That is phenomenal. And as it was said in the chat, your smile tells everything. And yes, you may have been smiling through everything, but that smile looks completely different from that smiling through stuff. So that's a true smile. So I've been doing doctoring a long time, and I took care of kids first. I was a pediatrician. And so one of the things that really stands out to me about the patches is that we can use them on everyone. When we use supplements, even if they're natural things still have side effects. If you, depending on what's going on with you, we can put this on a baby. If I would have had these patches while I was practicing as a pediatrician, man, I would have been loved more than I was already loved. But this is true technology and science. Our bodies already work this way, but our bodies are out of balance. This is actually putting us back in balance, correcting the issue, and you're not starting over every day. You're not starting over. You're starting from a new place every day, from the improved spot every day. And I think that that's what's so impactful. And I get to be the conduit of being a healer that I dreamed of being when I was said I wanted to be a doctor at 8 years old. That, and I will say that, and I will continue to say that because that is true to my heart for sure. And so, yes, I have progressed or moved along through not only helping a subset of people, but I can help anyone because all of us have something going on. Somebody asked in the chat, how many patches can you wear? As many as you need. As many as you need. And Peace Patch is my favorite because it does harmonize. I believe that it makes everything else harmonize and that your brain is just integrating all those codes. It's coming together. So and don't think that you're not under stress. I had somebody tell me, oh, I don't have stress, so I don't need. All of us have stress. You just don't realize it. It's happening in your body, and that's how come other things are happening, and you don't realize that it's related to the stress. So please don't go to sleep on that Peace Patch, although it will help you sleep as well, putting it along with the REM patch, right? So this is so life-changing. Quality of life is what matters. When it's talked about what impacts people, like, you go to the doctor, you should go to the doctor. And I'm all for going to your doctor, getting your visit in and what have you. But what changes most is the other socioeconomic things that happen in life, where you have to live, how you feel, how you get food, how your body responds, what your mood is. All those things are actually more impactful than me saying, here, let me write this script for you. And so putting on a patch, making things as easy as peel and stick, not on your wall, but on your body, and being able to correct what's going on with you and feel good every day. Wake up differently, wake up stronger, wake up, with more energy, wake up having better balance. I had somebody she called me. She's like, oh my gosh, this Liberty Patch has changed my life. My son asked me if I needed him to help me out of the car, and I don't need your help, is what she told him, because she's wearing her patches. She called to order her patches, some more patches, because it has changed her life. And so being able to do that with people that I know, even people that I don't know, I'm walking up to people. I even put a patch on him. He needs his peace patch because he's getting all excited. But and yes, I did put it on the dog. Somebody asked me the other day. Yes, I found the barest spot that I could, and I stuck it on, and it stayed on until it fell off. Exactly. So let's be real. 85% of what we have going on with us, what we go to the doctor for, can be taken care of with our patches. Our patches, yes. I am co-owner of Superpatch because I am sharing this with as many people as I can, and people are reaching out to me. So this is what people want. I've never had people reach out to me like this. So let's talk about the money. Yes, as a doctor, let me tell you, we don't get paid as well as you think that we do, especially if we work for someone else. So that's something else. First of all, I didn't want to work for anybody else anymore. Secondly, we need the extra income. We got mortgages too. We got big student loans. We got lots of expenses. We got kids too. We got all the things that you have plus the student loans. All right. So averaging probably $300,000 as an average. All right. Many things more. So, and being able to do this and help a global amount of people with, with no restriction. Hey, I'm all for this. This is the Superpatch is where it's at. I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna see improvement. Just get on some patches. Stop being skeptical. Get the patches on. It's not gonna hurt you, so you might as well try it. And you got something going on that needs the super patch. So we got a patch for that. So Mrs. Moore, thank you so much. And I'm glad that you did listen to me. I was like, where is the link?
You did.
It was just so phenomenal and so mind-blowing that this existed. And so I'm glad to be a part. And let's bring everybody along. 1 million going to 1 billion patch.
Well, I would love to ask you just one more question before you go, because it is very exciting that we do see a lot of people who get immediate results. So the one patch we know, or the two patches that we know everyone's going to get an immediate result from, is the Liberty and the Victory. We know that we can help them to get stronger in an instant. And what excites me about that is I feel like I get to put on my cape and become a superhero, and now people live longer, right? So that is exciting about the Liberty and the Victory patch. Peace patch is another one that's pretty much instant, that you put the patch on. We've watched people with speech impediments, stuttering, stop. And I got to give you a little bit of an update on Maxine. Maxine now is able to go a day or so without patches, without her speech impediment coming back.
That's amazing.
And so she is seeing, now that she continues to
A
wear
correction.
Focus and Liberty, she will not go without those patches. She'll drive an hour and a half to come and meet me if she's running low until her next order comes. But when she came to see us on Saturday, last Saturday at the Atlanta event, she said, I don't have my Liberty patch on. And she was not stuttering on Saturday.
That's amazing.
Not stuttering.
That's amazing.
Some people do, a lot of people do get instant results, but not everybody does. Can you at least address that before we leave this call so that people can understand what they need to be doing, while they're waiting on their body and brain to catch up?
Right. So obviously we talked about correction, right? It's correcting, which means that depending on what it is, who you are, what's been going on, let's use pain as an example. Everybody's different for pain. It's a very subjective thing. And so pain has lots of factors that come into it, and we have several pain pathways as well. So what is happening is that not only the pain, but what the origination of the pain is, why is it there, how have you handled pain over time, how have you coped with pain, what have been the things that exacerbated your pain. So you don't even own, and I got a 4-patch minimum. 4-patch minimum, because all of us need at least 4 patches, because they're going to make everything work better because of that integration that's happening in your brain. Once one thing starts correcting, you don't want the other thing to be off. It'll become more obvious. You can just do it all at once because there's no overdose. There's no thing that's going to, put you out. So you need to give it time to do the correction. Yes, the first day you're going to probably go here. Maybe the hump is a little bit shorter rather than going here, you're going just to this spot, but then you're going to correct to this spot, and then you're going to correct to that spot. And who knows how long it's going to take. But if you're getting relief, first of all, and you're not having to take any medicine and increase your side effects or your awareness or anything like that, or ability to sleep, even things that you're given to sleep, some people don't get to sleep because it actually does the opposite on them, or it gives them nightmares or whatever. So you don't have to worry about the side effects. So all you can do is improve, but just stick with it. It's not magic, although it seems like it many times. It's not magic, but it's making your body better. Why wouldn't you want to continue to do something making your body better, and you don't even have to put anything that's going to poison you?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Bramwell, for your expertise. Y'all heard what Dr. Bramwell said, right? Y'all make sure you're following her on all social media platforms. And what I love about Dr. Bramwell is that, even though she's working during the day sometimes, she will respond to you. So if she sees your message, she's not going to overlook you. She will respond to you, okay? She's not giving you a diagnosis. We're not here to say that our patches cure or mitigate any diseases. We're suggesting the patches that you should use with the symptoms that you have. All right. So there are some things that when you're looking at this from a business standpoint that you should be looking at. And I promise we're almost done. Right. But the top 4 things that you should be looking at are, do the products work fast? Right? Can I get a result? Do I have to wait 90 days to see a result? Here's what I know. For those of you that are saying, well, I didn't get a result in 1 day. I didn't get a result in 2 days. I bet you won't have to wait 90 days. I bet you that, right? So our products do work fast. And for most people, they are going to get almost instant results. I would also encourage you to know this. You may say, I don't think I'm feeling much of a difference, right? And you've been wearing the patches every day. Stop wearing the patches for 2 days and watch what happens, right? You will see that there is a difference, even though the difference may be small differences in the beginning. There is a difference. Give them time to, right? But no need to wait weeks and months. I'm telling you that it will work. It could also mean that you're not using enough patches. It could also mean that you may need to change the placement on the patches. Or it could mean that you need to double up on your patches for the first couple of days. We used to believe that you didn't have to wear multiple patches, and now we know that you just may need to, right? Because some people's issues are severe. Well, do you want products that work? And they're proven clinical studies with thousands. We have thousands of testimonials. And guess what? Every day we get new testimonies. This is not something that we're riding off of last month's testimonies or last year's testimonies. And what we love about Superpatch is we're early to the party. Superpatch just launched January of 2023. We're just getting ready to hit our 3-year birthday in January of 2026. Well, we've got solutions and products that maximize market opportunity. That is very important to know. Our products are globally protected intellectual property and technology. Y'all, there's a severe fine. There's a $250,000 fine for anyone that tries to mimic our patches. And guess what? It's a $250,000 fine per patch. Not just if you try to mimic them. No, per patch. We want you to know that our products are regulatory and clinical compliance. FDA registered. I want you to write that down if you're a guest. FDA registered, drug-free ingredients. But guess what? Our products don't have to change in different countries or different markets because there are no ingredients. There's no change required. And then we do have what we like to call our co-op marketing program, which is called the CapX program, which we would love to share with you at a later time. We don't want to confuse you. It'll be too much to share. All right. So this slide is changed now because it is 17 years and $40 million in research to make the best possible product. Now what? Now we need you. We need you to help us make it the best known product. The only thing that Superpatch is missing is exposure. Now, our marketing is right there in New York Times Square. And with that co-op marketing program, y'all, we get to partake in that. We also have an app called the I Decide app that will send messages to our prospects and send us reminders to follow up with our products. We've had massive, major success to date. Our revenue in 2023 was 60 million. but our revenue in 2024 was 100 million. Well, guess where we're going to be this year? I can already tell you, I know what our team is doing from my business partner on down, my sponsor, Stanisha Graham, on down. I know what our team is doing. I can only imagine what that number is going to jump to when we get to 2026 and we see the revenue that we did in 2025. We're in 30 plus countries. We just launched Mexico just this month, and Mexico is crushing it with over 75 million patches sold with 6+ clinical studies. That is one of the reasons why Dr. Bramwell said yes, because the clinical studies are public. You don't have to go, you don't have to worry. They're not trying to hide anything. And the board of directors are all doctors. Well, not just that, y'all. The NFL are wearing our patches, the NBA, the MLB, championship leagues, NHL, the NCAA, and so much more. We've got brand advocates. If you don't know these people, go look them up on social media, right? And then we've got our University of Arizona, you all. They're actually in trials with our patches right now as we speak. And so imagine this 2023, we were just in North America. In 2020, and by June of the same year, we had the European Union launch. We've got offices in Canada, the USA, Ireland, Germany, Turkey, with distribution centers in Canada, USA, Germany, Netherlands, Spain, and Turkey. In 2025, we opened Turkey, Switzerland, Mexico, and Colombia, and we're just getting started. So, what I want you to do now is we've got multiple ways for you to get started. We happen to love our Flex 40 pack. That's our $12.99 pack. And the reason why we love that pack, y'all, is because it's customizable. But don't let your brain stop you. That is not the only way to get started. You can get started as low as $40 with just a membership that will give you no patches up to $19.99. You can use a credit card, a debit card. You can use your flex pay options. If you have a flex pay account already, use your virtual card to check out on the site, right? You want to make sure that your billing and your shipping addresses are matching the card, you guys, so that you don't get any declines. And we want you to know that there are some people that say, well, I don't want to build a team. I don't want to build a team. I don't want to do that. Well, guess what? Don't. You can make a very good income retailing, sending customers to the website and letting Superpatch ship the products out for you. We get paid weekly from our customer earnings and monthly from our residual and our bonuses in the middle, like the middle of the month, between the 20th and the 23rd. But every Friday you can get paid from customers going to your website. All right, you guys? So you can also purchase product in bulk and retail it and have product on hand. People love to get their products now. They don't want to not have that feeling that they had when you patch them, and maybe they feel much better, more awake, more alive, more stable, more balanced, right? And maybe the pain went away. They don't ever want that feeling to go away. So products on hand will equal cash on demand. But I will tell you this is one of the simplest comp plans. If you just lead with your purpose and your passion, the money is going to follow by default. I'm going to say that one more time. If you lead with purpose, with a purpose, passion, mission to patch 1 million people, the money's going to come by default. Now, if you're a shark, because I'm like a shark too, bottom line, how much money can I make? I get it. And that's how I've always been until now. But I want you to know that it is very lucrative, and you can go get other people and get them to all join with the big packs, right? And just get 3 people or more, and you can build your way to the top with 3 people, 3 of the right people, 3 people with influence, right? But for those of you that are on a purpose mission like me, like Dr. Bramwell, like Anita, like Denise Shows, like Mama Nisi, like Dr. Jamison, like Dr. Tamara Dunn, like Tedra Gordon, like Sean Bell, like Jack Libanel, and so many of the others. We've got Jason Smith and Elder Alicia Richardson and Dr. Linda, right? And Raynell Wakeman and all of the others that are on here. If you're on a purpose mission like us, because you want to see people have a quality of life, I want you to know we've been overworked and underpaid for far too long. This is your opportunity right now to partner in a company that is not a copycat, to partner in a company that's going somewhere, to partner in a company that's come before the wave. No surfer is going to come after the wave. I want to leave you with this thought that wealth is built before by those who move before the crowd. And I'm going to say that one more time. Wealth is built by those who move before the crowd. So pick a pack. Get back to the person that invited you to this call and pick a pack. Whether it's I don't really have a lot of money and I'm going to start it at $40 just to lock my spot and I'll buy some products later, or it's I want to make this investment. I want to help a lot of people and I'm going to pull out a credit card and I'm going to go ahead and lock my spot and purchase a pack. There's room for you here. Our culture is simple. We patch, we post, we share, we care. I'm going to say that one more time. We patch, we post, we share, and we care. So I want to thank you for being here this evening, for giving us your time, because your time is the most valuable asset and commodity in this world. Run back to the person that invited you here. We pray that we answered the questions that you needed. We cannot wait to celebrate your success. We want to see you at the top, not from the top. Always remember that God loves you best and we love you also, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Welcome to the team. Good night and God bless you all.